Strategic Thinking. Make Every Decision Count. Written and published by Sonic Digest. Strategic leadership is more than just guiding a team or managing resources. It is the art of shaping the trajectory of progress and influencing the world beyond the immediate reach. True leaders understand that their decisions do not merely affect the present, but cast ripples into the future, creating outcomes that echo through time. This understanding is the essence of strategic thinking, an unyielding commitment to not only meeting the needs of today, but to building the framework for tomorrow's opportunities. It is through the intricate balance of vision, action, and adaptability that strategic leaders make their mark. They navigate complexity with clarity and forge paths in uncharted territories, recognizing that growth is not just the result of isolated victories, but the culmination of cumulative, strategic choices. They see beyond the immediate, understanding that each decision carries a weight that will resonate far beyond its execution. The influence of such leaders is embedded in the foundation of thriving organizations and enduring legacies, creating a ripple effect that fuels innovation, stability, and resilience. Great strategic leaders don't just inspire, they build ecosystems that foster collaboration, drive sustainable success, and pave the way for the leaders of the future to carry the torch forward. They challenge assumptions, inspire new ways of thinking, and harness collective intelligence to propel their vision. They understand that true leadership is a dynamic force, constantly evolving with the landscape, yet always anchored in the unwavering principles of foresight and integrity. As we delve deeper into the principles that define strategic leadership, we will explore how these insights transform challenges into stepping stones, why some leaders achieve greatness while others fade into obscurity, and what it truly means to leave an enduring legacy. The path of a strategic leader is not an easy one, but it is one that holds the promise of profound impact, an influence that echoes through the fabric of time and defines what is possible for generations to come. Chapter 1. The Power of Perspective. Every decision we make is shaped by the lens through which we view the world. Our perspective acts as the unseen force guiding our thoughts, influencing what we consider important and how we react to opportunities and challenges. Recognizing the true power of perspective means understanding that it is not just a passive observer, but an active participant in the decision-making process. It has the ability to shift the entire trajectory of our path, whether we are aware of it or not. Perspectives are formed by a complex web of experiences, beliefs, biases, and values that frame our perception of reality. The challenge lies in distinguishing between what we genuinely perceive and what is molded by conditioning. The tendency to view the world through familiar patterns can limit our understanding and hinder growth. A true strategic thinker looks beyond the surface and questions the origins of their viewpoint. They dig into the stories and past experiences that have shaped their current mindset, seeking clarity in areas where biases may cloud judgment. Understanding that perspective can be both empowering and limiting is crucial. It holds the potential to lift us toward creativity and innovative solutions, or trap us in habitual thinking that yields the same predictable results. A person who leverages the power of perspective can shift from seeing obstacles as insurmountable to recognizing them as opportunities for improvement. The strategic mind expands its viewpoint, considering not only immediate outcomes, but also the long-term implications, understanding that the smallest change in perspective can lead to profound differences in strategy and decision-making. To refine perspective, one must be willing to step out of their comfort zone and view situations through multiple lenses. This practice goes beyond simply entertaining different opinions. It requires genuine empathy and the courage to consider ideas and experiences vastly different from one's own. Observing how others interpret the same scenario can reveal insights that were previously unseen and offer new paths that would not have been considered otherwise. A person who masters perspective recognizes the interplay between intuition and logic. While intuition often draws from subconscious experiences, logic serves as a check, ensuring that decisions are grounded in reality. Strategic thinkers know when to trust their instincts and when to pause, observe, and reason through the situation. This balance helps them identify patterns and anticipate challenges, turning uncertainty into an asset rather than a hindrance. Perspective also empowers leaders to build strong connections and inspire those around them. When leaders share their thought processes and demonstrate an openness to varied perspectives, they create a culture that values diverse viewpoints and fosters collective problem-solving. This shift from individualism to a collaborative approach generates solutions that are more comprehensive and resilient. The willingness to consider alternative perspectives often leads to the most effective strategies and the greatest innovations. The art of cultivating a powerful perspective lies in continuous learning. It involves seeking out experiences that broaden horizons, traveling to unfamiliar places, engaging in conversations with people from different backgrounds, and studying subjects beyond one's immediate field. Such experiences refresh the mind, allowing for new connections and ideas to take root. True strategic thinking doesn't rely solely on analyzing data, but also on the ability to synthesize information through a lens shaped by curiosity, adaptability, and insight. The ability to change perspective is a skill that distinguishes those who react to circumstances from those who create them. When confronted with a problem, a strategic thinker reframes the situation, asking questions that challenge the conventional approach. What if we look at this from a different angle? Or, how would someone with a completely different background approach this? This questioning transforms challenges into catalysts for growth and development. In harnessing the power of perspective, we can see not only what is, but also what could be. This insight shifts the mindset from viewing reality as fixed and unchangeable to understanding that with each decision, we shape our future. The strength to take control of perspective is where strategic thinking begins, with the realization that to change outcomes, one must first change the way they see the world. Chapter 2: The Roadmap of Mindful Awareness. Strategic thinking begins with the ability to observe and comprehend the intricacies of any situation without jumping to conclusions. To build a robust strategic framework, one must practice the art of mindful awareness. This is not merely the act of noticing details, but rather engaging deeply with the moment to understand underlying patterns and subtleties that influence decisions. Mindful awareness allows individuals to step back from the noise of daily life and focus on the present, enabling a clearer perception of their surroundings. This practice sharpens the mind and improves the ability to distinguish between what is immediate and what is significant. The capacity to observe without bias or preconceived notions helps reveal critical insights that are often obscured by habitual thinking. When the mind is clear, it can process information more effectively, connecting dots that might otherwise go unnoticed. Developing mindfulness involves slowing down and training oneself to resist impulsive reactions. Instead of responding instinctively to situations, strategic thinkers pause, allowing their observations to sink in. They engage in active listening, absorbing the full context of a conversation or scenario before forming judgments. This deliberate approach creates a space between stimulus and response, empowering one to act with intention rather than habit. The ability to comprehend complex situations is also deeply intertwined with emotional intelligence. By recognizing and understanding the emotions that arise during a moment of decision, one can avoid the traps of bias and snap judgments. A strategic thinker can separate the emotional charge from the factual elements of a situation, analyzing the facts objectively. This clarity helps ensure that decisions are based on solid ground rather than fluctuating moods or assumptions. Mindful observation extends beyond personal experiences to interactions with others. It involves picking up on nonverbal cues, tone, and body language, elements that often convey more information than words alone. Being attuned to these subtleties provides a more comprehensive view of a situation and reveals motivations and intentions that might not be expressed directly. When one understands the dynamics at play, strategies can be tailored to achieve the desired outcome effectively. True comprehension requires moving past the surface-level details to uncover the connections that make up the larger picture. Strategic thinkers develop the habit of asking questions that delve deeper, such as, "What are the factors influencing this situation?" Or, "What are the potential consequences of different choices?" By looking at the problem from multiple angles and considering various outcomes, a clearer path emerges. This holistic approach leads to strategies that are adaptable and resilient, capable of responding to changes as they occur. Building a strategic framework rooted in mindful awareness is also a process of continuous growth. It involves reflecting on past experiences to identify what worked and what didn't. Strategic thinkers take the time to review their decisions and learn from both successes and failures. This reflective practice sharpens their ability to make informed choices and prepares them to face new challenges with confidence. Embracing the practice of mindful awareness requires commitment and discipline. It involves developing habits that encourage intentional observation and conscious thought. Setting aside time for introspection, engaging in meditation, or practicing deep breathing can help calm the mind and sharpen focus. These practices nurture a state of mind that is open to new information and prepared to build strong strategic responses. Strategic thinkers are aware that reality is rarely black and white. By using mindful observation to acknowledge shades of grey, they create solutions that accommodate complexity. This awareness allows them to navigate through uncertainties, leveraging every insight to construct strategies that align with both immediate and long-term objectives. Ultimately, the true value of mindful awareness lies in its power to transform how decisions are made. It creates a foundation for clear, objective, and adaptable thinking, an essential component of any successful strategy. When one is equipped with the tools of observation and comprehension, they gain the ability to shape their future with purpose and precision. Chapter 3. The Art of Balancing Risk and Reward. Strategic thinking involves understanding that risk and reward are interwoven elements that shape every decision. The process of assessing risks involves more than a simple calculation of potential downsides. It is the ability to foresee the broader implications, to recognize when taking a risk could lead to significant rewards, and when caution might be the better course. Balancing these elements requires clarity, foresight, and a deep awareness of both external factors and internal capacities. The art of balancing risk and reward begins with a clear grasp of what is at stake. Each decision should be approached as an opportunity to weigh potential outcomes, not just in terms of the most obvious benefits or drawbacks, but by considering the ripple effects that decisions can have on related aspects of life or business. Strategic thinkers develop an intuitive understanding of where the line lies between bold moves and reckless ones. They know that while risk is necessary for growth, blind ambition without analysis can lead to undoing rather than advancement. To cultivate this skill, it is important to engage in comprehensive analysis that looks at both quantitative and qualitative aspects. This includes studying trends, historical outcomes, and real-world case studies, understanding not only how others have succeeded, but also where they have faltered. An effective strategy does not shy away from difficult decisions, but approaches them with an informed mindset. It weighs the probability of success against the potential cost, using both data and intuition to form a balanced judgment. Strategic thinkers also learn to embrace uncertainty. In every decision there are unknowns, and navigating these requires confidence coupled with the ability to adapt. This is where a strong sense of judgment comes into play, allowing a person to make choices that align with their vision while remaining flexible enough to course-correct as new information comes to light. The readiness to reassess strategies ensures that decisions are made with the best available insight and evolve as circumstances change. Courage plays an essential role in the art of balancing risk and reward. Taking calculated risks means stepping beyond comfort zones and confronting fears of failure. However, courage does not mean acting without thought. It is about taking action while maintaining a clear awareness of potential consequences and having a plan to manage them. This balance between daring and prudence allows for actions that can generate significant gains without catastrophic losses. Effective strategists also understand the importance of timing. The value of an idea or a decision can change dramatically depending on when it is executed. Recognizing the right moment to act requires keen observation and insight into the prevailing environment. Timing is the bridge between action and opportunity, and it transforms risks from uncertainties into catalysts for success. When approaching decisions, strategic thinkers assess the strength and resilience of their support systems, be it teams, partnerships, or resources. This network can provide a safety net that mitigates potential downsides. By understanding how to leverage such support, they can take risks with an added layer of security, knowing that even if challenges arise, there are ways to pivot or adapt. This skill also encompasses knowing when to retreat. There is wisdom in recognizing when an endeavor is no longer viable and having the humility to step back. It is a mark of strategic intelligence to avoid the trap of sunk cost fallacy, where continued investment is made simply because of past efforts. Instead, it is about knowing when to pivot and redirect efforts toward more promising avenues. The art of balancing risk and reward is not confined to the individual, but extends to collective decision-making as well. Strategic leaders inspire confidence by showing how calculated risks can lead to a more rewarding future, aligning the interests of the team and fostering an environment where innovation thrives. This shared understanding creates a culture of prudent risk-taking, where thoughtful, informed decisions become a standard practice. Strategic thinking means understanding that risk is not the enemy, but a necessary component of progress. The art lies in distinguishing between productive risk and reckless behavior, making choices that align with long-term vision while being prepared to adapt in the face of challenges. The balance between risk and reward is less about the binary of success or failure, and more about navigating the space in between with wisdom and poise. Chapter 4. Recalibrating under pressure. Pressure has an undeniable impact on decision-making, shaping how choices are approached and executed. For strategic thinkers, learning to transform moments of intense stress into moments of clarity is a pivotal skill. The key is not to avoid stress, but to use it as a powerful force that sharpens focus and refines judgment. True strategic thinking is not only about analyzing data and calculating risk, but about navigating high-stakes moments with resilience and precision. High-pressure situations often create a cascade of physiological and emotional responses that can cloud judgment. Recognizing these responses is the first step toward recalibrating under pressure. When faced with a high-stakes decision, it is vital to maintain composure and harness the natural adrenaline surge that comes with stress. This surge, when managed correctly, can heighten awareness and energize the mind, making it a valuable ally rather than an enemy. Strategic decision-makers cultivate the habit of pausing to assess the situation, even in the heat of the moment. This pause can be brief, but is enough to refocus the mind and redirect energy from reactive impulses to thoughtful action. By practicing this intentional pause, a person can sift through emotions and clear away the noise, zeroing in on the most relevant aspects of the challenge. This practice is an essential tool in the arsenal of leaders who need to make rapid, informed decisions. Adopting techniques that promote mental clarity can be a game changer. Deep breathing, visualization, and mindfulness exercises are all methods that can help calm the nervous system and sharpen focus. These tools enable strategic thinkers to quiet internal chaos and find perspective, making it easier to see past immediate pressures to the bigger picture. Visualizing success before acting helps create a mental roadmap that guides actions with confidence and minimizes the chance of being swayed by momentary setbacks. Learning to reframe challenges is another aspect of recalibrating under pressure. This involves shifting perspective to see obstacles not as insurmountable barriers, but as opportunities for growth and innovation. When pressure forces one into a narrow view, taking a moment to step back and reframe the situation can reveal unexpected options and solutions. Strategic thinkers practice approaching each new challenge as a puzzle, dissecting it into manageable parts and analyzing the problem from different angles. In moments of high pressure, effective decision-makers rely on experience and intuition. Years of experience bring a level of insight that cannot be replicated by data alone. Intuition becomes a guiding force, helping to recognize patterns and insights that might not be immediately obvious. The balance between analytical thinking and intuitive judgment is what allows for a well-rounded approach that can withstand stress. Trusting this inner knowledge, honed through practice and past experiences, empowers one to make decisions that resonate with long-term goals. Another critical aspect of recalibrating under pressure is maintaining an unwavering focus on core values and priorities. When the stakes are high, it is easy to be swept up by competing interests and emotional reactions. However, staying grounded in a set of core beliefs helps maintain clarity and consistency. This focus acts as an internal compass that keeps decisions aligned with overarching principles, ensuring that choices made under pressure are not just reactive, but purposeful. High-pressure situations often necessitate a shift from individual thinking to collective problem-solving. In team settings, the ability to channel collective energy toward a common goal is essential. A leader who remains composed under pressure can inspire their team, encouraging them to contribute ideas, share knowledge, and collaborate effectively. This environment of shared responsibility leads to better solutions and reinforces the resilience of the group. Recalibrating under pressure also involves a willingness to embrace imperfection. In many situations, the perfect solution is an illusion, and waiting for it can lead to indecision and missed opportunities. Learning to make the best possible decision with the information available while remaining adaptable ensures that progress continues even when ideal conditions are lacking. Strategic thinkers understand that sometimes action, even if not flawless, is preferable to hesitation. Finally, cultivating the mindset that pressure is an inevitable part of progress can change how it is experienced. Viewing stress as a natural companion to ambitious endeavors creates a readiness to face it with resolve. By accepting pressure as part of the journey, strategic thinkers learn to channel it constructively, using it to fuel determination, clarity, and decisive action. Chapter 5. Bridging Vision and Action. Having a vision is essential for any strategic thinker, but it is only one part of the equation. The true challenge lies in translating that vision into actionable steps that align with one's core values. A vision without a path forward is just an idea, but when linked with deliberate action, it becomes a powerful force for transformation. The process of bridging vision and action begins with understanding what drives one's decisions and the values that underpin them. These values act as a compass, guiding choices and ensuring that actions remain authentic. A clear alignment between values and vision is what turns aspirations into achievements. Each step taken should be purposeful, contributing to the larger goal without straying from fundamental beliefs. Effective execution requires more than enthusiasm. It demands planning and discipline. Translating a vision into action involves breaking it down into smaller, manageable tasks. These tasks need to be prioritized, not just based on urgency, but on how they fit into the broader picture. Strategic thinkers map out a sequence of actions, creating a roadmap that keeps them focused and aligned as they move forward. Commitment to the process is paramount. While inspiration can ignite an initial burst of action, it is perseverance that sustains progress. Progress often comes with obstacles and moments of doubt, where the vision may blur or seem distant. This is where discipline and consistent effort make the difference. Staying committed to the journey requires a willingness to adapt and revise plans without losing sight of the end goal. Clarity and simplicity are essential in bridging vision and action. Complex plans can become overwhelming, leading to indecision. By streamlining the approach and focusing on what truly matters, it becomes easier to maintain momentum. Each step should be seen as a building block, contributing to a solid foundation that supports future progress. An important aspect of implementing a vision is understanding that progress is not always linear. There will be setbacks and detours, but these should not be seen as failures, but as opportunities to learn and recalibrate. This mindset encourages resilience, turning challenges into stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. Learning from mistakes and adjusting the approach ensures that the vision remains viable even when circumstances change. Strategic action is also enriched by collaboration. While independent thinking has its place, many goals are best achieved through collective effort. Engaging others who share the same values or vision can accelerate progress, infusing the process with new ideas and energy. Partnerships and teamwork allow for shared accountability and can amplify efforts in unexpected ways. Reflection is a critical tool for bridging vision and action. Regularly assessing progress allows for adjustments and fine-tuning, ensuring that actions stay aligned with the original vision. This practice of reflection cultivates awareness and helps prevent deviation from core values. It acts as a reminder that every action, no matter how small, contributes to a larger purpose. Turning vision into reality requires courage to take the first step and confidence to keep moving forward despite uncertainties. It is the discipline to follow through, the ability to pivot when necessary, and the resolve to stay true to one's values that ultimately make the difference. When vision is matched with intentional, value-driven action, it creates a powerful synergy that propels one toward meaningful achievements. Chapter 6. Lessons from Experience. Experience holds unmatched value in the strategic process, serving as a reservoir of wisdom gained through action. It is the cumulative knowledge from both achievements and setbacks that refines decision-making, enhancing one's ability to navigate future challenges with insight. The ability to learn from experience involves more than simply tallying successes or failures. It requires active reflection and the capacity to discern patterns that shape future approaches. Successes, while affirming, offer important lessons about what worked well and why. Recognizing the conditions that led to positive outcomes allows one to replicate and expand on those strategies. However, it is the deeper understanding of the nuances that contributed to these successes, timing, collaboration, adaptability, that truly enriches strategic thinking. When celebrating achievements, the focus should be on identifying the specific elements that can be leveraged in other areas or similar situations. On the other hand, missteps provide crucial feedback that success alone cannot. Failures reveal the hidden weaknesses in strategies and expose the assumptions that may have been flawed. The willingness to confront failure, analyze what went wrong, and identify the lessons it holds differentiates a strategic thinker from those who simply move forward without learning. This process requires humility and openness, acknowledging that setbacks are an inherent part of growth. The key lies in extracting meaningful insights from those moments to inform future actions. Effective learning from both successes and failures involves dissecting past events with objectivity and curiosity. This is not about assigning blame or wallowing in regret, but rather about understanding the underlying reasons that led to the outcomes. Questions such as, what were the key contributing factors, and how can I use this knowledge to inform future decisions, should be central to this process. The ability to identify and recognize patterns is another powerful aspect of extracting lessons from experience. Strategic thinkers understand that certain outcomes are not isolated events, but are instead part of a larger narrative. Recognizing these recurring patterns allows one to anticipate potential challenges and align strategies accordingly. This awareness also aids in making proactive decisions that align with broader goals. Experience is also a teacher of adaptability. As circumstances change and new information becomes available, those who have learned from their past are better equipped to pivot and adjust their strategies. This flexibility is critical when navigating complex environments where rigidity can lead to missed opportunities. Drawing from past experiences equips individuals with the confidence to experiment with new approaches, knowing that even if the path doesn't yield the expected results, valuable lessons will still be gained. Another essential aspect of learning from experience is seeking diverse perspectives. The experiences of others can reveal insights that might not be evident when examining one's own path alone. Collaboration and dialogue with mentors, peers, or even those who have faced different challenges can provide fresh perspectives and new strategies. This shared learning fosters a culture where collective wisdom informs individual and organizational growth. Finally, strategic thinkers understand that experience does not end with the individual. The lessons learned should be documented, shared, and embedded into processes where they can benefit others. This could mean developing new guidelines, training programs, or approaches that incorporate insights gained from previous actions. By embedding these lessons into the collective knowledge of an organization or team, the ability to navigate future challenges is strengthened, creating a foundation for continued progress and innovation. Experience, when harnessed effectively, transforms the strategic mindset. It becomes a dynamic force that refines approaches, informs choices, and fosters resilience. By embracing both success and failure as integral components of growth, strategic thinkers evolve, adapt, and remain prepared to face the complexities of an ever-changing world. Chapter 7: The Power of Collaboration. Collaboration is the bedrock of innovation and strategic success. It draws on diverse skill sets, viewpoints, and experiences, fostering the creation of solutions that are more comprehensive and resilient than any individual effort. Strategic thinkers understand that while solitary decision-making can be powerful, the collective intelligence of a well-coordinated group can elevate outcomes beyond what is possible alone. Recognizing the collective wisdom means acknowledging that different perspectives, even conflicting ones, contribute valuable insights that enrich the decision-making process. To effectively harness this power, leaders must create an environment where open dialogue is encouraged, and individuals feel safe to express their thoughts without fear of criticism. In an atmosphere where trust is present, ideas can be shared freely and refined through constructive feedback. It is through this dynamic interchange that initial concepts are transformed into well-rounded strategies that stand the test of time. The benefits of collaboration extend far beyond idea generation. Teams that work together leverage their combined expertise to tackle complex problems from multiple angles, minimizing blind spots and identifying potential risks more thoroughly. This multidimensional approach to problem solving results in strategies that are more adaptable and robust. The process also nurtures a culture of shared ownership and accountability, ensuring that all participants remain invested in the outcome and work collectively to achieve it. One of the key aspects of collaboration is the balance between coordination and autonomy. While collective brainstorming and collective decision-making can lead to breakthrough strategies, it is essential that teams avoid falling into the trap of groupthink, a phenomenon where the desire for harmony and conformity stifles innovative ideas. To prevent this, effective collaboration must involve not just unity, but also diversity of thought. Leaders who actively invite dissenting opinions and view debate as a tool for growth foster an environment where ideas are rigorously tested and strengthened. The strength of collaboration also lies in how teams navigate challenges and setbacks. When obstacles arise, the combined knowledge and resourcefulness of a group can adapt and pivot strategies swiftly. Unlike an individual who may be limited by their own expertise and mindset, a team brings a collective capability that can identify solutions more efficiently and flexibly. This adaptability reinforces the importance of building diverse teams that not only share a common goal, but also bring a variety of experiences, backgrounds, and perspectives that collectively enhance problem-solving potential. Moreover, strategic collaboration requires a blend of leadership and teamwork skills. A good leader is not just someone who commands, but also facilitates and aligns. They recognize when to step forward to provide direction and when to step back to let the team take the reins. This balance between guiding and empowering allows the true potential of collaboration to emerge, creating an environment where the team's combined efforts become greater than the sum of their parts. Harnessing the power of collaboration also involves embracing technological advancements that support seamless communication and information sharing. The digital age has opened up unprecedented opportunities for teams to connect across distances, fostering a sense of unity despite physical separation. However, this requires an approach that is deliberate and intentional, leveraging these tools to build stronger, more informed teams rather than simply to increase convenience. Collaboration is also about recognizing and respecting each member's unique contributions. Appreciation and acknowledgement not only reinforce positive behavior, but also inspire individuals to bring their best to the table. When teams are aligned by shared values and mutual respect, collaboration moves beyond just practical benefits and becomes a source of motivation and fulfillment. Strategic collaboration is not simply a method, but a mindset. It involves an openness to learning, a willingness to adapt, and the recognition that progress is a communal effort. It transforms decision-making from an isolated act into a concerted journey, one where collective intelligence becomes the catalyst for lasting success. Chapter 8: Legacy of Strategic Leadership. The mark of true strategic leadership transcends immediate achievements, leaving an indelible legacy that shapes future generations and fosters continuous growth. Strategic leadership involves an awareness that decision-making today impacts not just the present, but the trajectories of those who follow. It requires a perspective that is both far-sighted and deeply rooted in the principles of integrity, vision, and adaptability. To create an enduring influence, leaders must cultivate an environment where innovation thrives and individuals feel empowered to contribute their unique perspectives. This involves not just making decisions with the present in mind, but anticipating the needs and challenges that may arise down the road. The most effective leaders understand that their role extends beyond the constraints of their immediate sphere. They inspire others to think long-term and act with purpose. Strategic leadership also demands a commitment to continuous learning and growth, both individually and collectively. Great leaders recognize that the landscape of success is dynamic, marked by shifting paradigms and evolving demands. They stay alert, willing to pivot when necessary, and resilient in the face of setbacks. Rather than clinging to outdated methods, they encourage their teams to experiment, learn from failures, and refine their approaches. Crucially, the legacy left by a strategic leader is not defined solely by their accomplishments, but by the depth of their influence on others. This influence manifests in how they nurture potential, foster resilience, and mentor the next wave of thinkers and doers. Strategic leaders become architects of a culture that prioritizes collaboration over competition and supports a shared vision that outlasts individual tenures. True leaders embody the values they wish to instill, serving as exemplars of character and steadfastness. They lead by example, showing that leadership is not a solitary pursuit, but a shared journey. The leaders who leave a profound legacy do so by prioritizing people, listening, understanding, and motivating them to realize their potential. Their actions reverberate beyond the bounds of their own career, influencing values, principles, and practices long after they have moved on. The ripple effect of strategic leadership can transform organizations, communities, and even entire industries. It ignites a cycle where strategic thought informs strategic action, and that action perpetuates further growth and transformation. The most compelling legacies are not those defined by power or prestige, but by the creation of a framework that continues to inspire and uplift long after the leader's influence has passed into history. Conclusion. As the journey through the principles of strategic leadership comes to a close, the profound lessons etched in each chapter illuminate the path forward. The essence of strategic thinking transcends mere planning. It is a commitment to seeing beyond the obvious, balancing calculated risks with opportunities, and turning challenges into avenues for growth. Strategic leaders understand that true influence lies not just in decisions made, but in the collective vision they inspire, the adaptability they demonstrate, and the legacy they create. With each decision, the impact ripples outward, shaping not only immediate outcomes, but also the future. Embracing the nuances of collaboration and learning from both triumphs and setbacks are hallmarks of leaders who understand that leadership is a dynamic, evolving art. The power of strategic thought is not static. It is a pulse that beats through every moment of decision, every calculated move, and every long-term vision realized. Strategic leadership is a call to action that challenges every leader to elevate beyond the status quo, to forge a path that resonates with both purpose and resilience. It is about recognizing that true influence stems from the courage to think differently and act decisively, even when the road is uncertain. The legacy a leader leaves is defined not just by what is accomplished, but by how it is achieved. Through deliberate choices, unwavering values, and an ability to guide others towards a shared future. The impact of strategic leadership is one that transcends time, continuing to shape the landscape long after the moment has passed. Now, as you carry these insights forward, consider the influence you wish to wield and the future you seek to create. The journey of strategic thought is not merely about leading. It is about leaving a mark that inspires generations.